Hi, Jonathan here once again, and today we're on day 10 of our journey to 240k. And so in this video, I really want to talk about the retargeting campaign we're doing and having a dig into that and having a look at what's happening, what's not working, and what some of the things I could do to try and get it working a little bit better. Okay, so just as usual, we'll do a quick snapshot on what's happening yesterday and then on to today's content. So yesterday we had $567 in sales. Yesterday we spent 348, so a lot closer in terms of hitting that profit line. So what 348 in dollars is 470. So yeah, I mean literally just under $100 profit. Not great, not what we want, but actually at least it's not a loss. So we have to take those things. And today actually it's 10 to 3 in the afternoon and we're at 400. So hopefully there's a good chance we'll be increasing that a bit today and open up the profit margin a little bit more. And now I've lost all my videos. Oh, okay, there we go. I'm back again. Right, let's get into the content of this. So what I want to look at, just to show you, as you know, hopefully, I've got two campaigns running. I've got my main campaign, which is sending cold traffic direct to my offer, which is this campaign, which is where most of my budget goes. That's £315 a day currently. But I've also got this secondary campaign. So this is basically retargeting people who went to the offer page via the first campaign but didn't buy. Obviously that's the majority of people were not buying, so this is an opportunity to retarget them with an ad that's basically trying to get them to opt in, become a lead, and then I'll use more email marketing to actually hopefully demonstrate the value and convince them to buy. So that's how it works. And in terms of what it looks like, I mean, I covered this right at the, a good few days ago now. But really, just to explain the flow on that, and then I'll show you. So as I say, we've got an ad campaign. Now this is our retargeting ad campaign. Goes to our lead magnet opt-in page. And then once they opt in, it goes to a thank you page. Now, two things happen here. One is that I immediately make the offer straight away on that thank you page, and then the other thing is obviously because they've opted in, then they'll get an automated sequence to see the free examples. So there's two things that are happening. So let me just show you what that is. As you've seen before, this is the opt-in page. Super simple. People can click a download button to access it there. Not the best of pages. I probably should go back and improve this a bit. And then once they opt in, they get to this thank you page, which really says this at the top. We've emailed you the link to download the tab book, but right now I really want you to say yes to this. So that goes straight into the normal offer page. So, we're just trying to test whether people immediately post the opt-in, will they go ahead and make the purchase. So let's have a look at what's been happening, because I've tried to take a look at this really over the last 30 days to assess is this working or not. And actually the answer is probably no. So what's happened? So this is the campaign. So these are the numbers. First off, over that last 30 days, I've generated 408 leads with an opt-in rate of 27%. That's not great, as bearing in mind we are retargeting people, so they have seen us before, So I would have probably expected that more to be around 35, maybe even to 40%, maybe even a little bit more. So clearly a bit more work needs to be done there. Anyway, so over the last month, I say this one is my £13 a day budget. So over the last month, I've spent 326, which is the $441. My cost per lead is about just over $1 a lead. And then I say they go into this email sequence. So my email open rate's at 32% on average, which is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. But this is the bit that's obviously is not really working, is the fact that I've only generated in those 30 days $134 in sales. So basically my retargeting campaign is losing money to the tune of $300-ish a month at the moment. So a couple of quick things I wanted to just say about this before we go into what are the options and what we're going to do about it. Firstly, with number of leads, it's always worth checking what both ends of it. So what Facebook says you're getting in leads and actually what you're getting in leads is in terms of into your CRM. So for some reason, Facebook seems to be wildly double counting stuff, because actually if we were to look at the last 30 days here, according to Facebook, we've had 1,222 leads, but at 27p a lead. But that's not right at all. I think there's some either duplication or massive duplication going on there. Because actually, if I look in my CRM and I do a search on who's been tagged with this and after what date, I can see 408 people. So what I do is I've got a tag for each landing page. So I've got a separate landing page for retargeting, separate one for organic. So it means that when people opt in there, I can tag them so I know where they've come from. Okay, so that's just something to be aware of. Always check, don't take just what Facebook says as gospel. Go and check it and verify it with actually your back end. And sorry, that keeps flipping back. Right, so I said the email open rates, again from my CRM, you can see my email open rates go from 46 down to 25. As people go through this email sequence, this is the sample riffs, and then obviously making them an offer. Now, I'll definitely say that probably it's not the best email sequence, but there's plenty of value there. But clearly, this, I think that these sales came from like sort of 4 customers. So really, from the leads to customer is only about a 1% conversion rate, which is very low indeed. So I would have expected it at a minimum to be more like 3 to 5%, or even better. So clearly something's not right and it's not working. So the question is, what am I going to do about it? So I think really there's I've been thinking about it. There's a number of options I could do. I could just decide to actually stop the funnel. In that case, I'll stop the campaign, pause the retargeting campaign, and save myself the £13 a day and just put that money into the main campaign. Or the other thing is I could do is, rather than actually I could change the funnel. So rather retargeting that audience with the leads, I could just try retargeting them using a different ads and slightly different copy, maybe straight to the offer again, maybe using ads that clearly show what the price is and the proposition. May well get me a better result than I'm currently getting. Third thing I could do is I could improve the funnel. So I could basically, those emails, I could rewrite them and update them, maybe add more into them, trying to actually improve that engagement and conversion with them. Or the fourth thing I could do is potentially switch the offer. So we've got our existing emails going. I could then, at the end of that sequence, flip them over into another sequence promoting a different product and see if we could get more sales from that sort of lifetime customer, the LTV side, lifetime customer value. Now, I always look at these from the point of view of basically what's probably the quick and easy thing to test, and what do I think will actually have probably the biggest impact in the time. And for me, it's really actually, I think what I want to do is to change the funnel. So rather than using a retargeting campaign just to get them to go to leads, maybe run some slightly different ads to retarget them, but retarget them straight back to the offer again. So, you know, that's the sort of thing. But that's why obviously we look at all these things and look at all the numbers, because it's only by drilling into them do we see stuff that actually realize that, you know, we think stuff might be working, but in reality it may not be working as well as we could, or it may be doing the opposite, in this case losing us money. Anyway, there's the good thing is, you know, we've looked at it, we've used the numbers to guide our decisions, and now we can take some action to hopefully reverse this, or at least start a new test, because I don't think it can perform any worse than what's going on right now. Okay, I hope you found that useful, and yeah, so that's all for today, and tomorrow we'll probably be having a look at some of the split tests I've been running about the order bump, and also about the new ads, my new poetic style ad, see how they're coming along. Okay, I'll catch up with you again in tomorrow's video. Bye for now.